So we have the state of Pale. So here's what we're going to do. Right off the gun, 100x subs gifted to you if we get my favorite Final Fantasy, which would be Final Fantasy Tactics. I will dump 100 subs to you guys if we get some tactical Final Fantasy action. Kind of surprising, though, they're opening with, I'm pretty sure the Bloodborns, the Final Fantasy Tactics. Yes! That's gotta be!
Abandon
yes,
not
that
your way,
is!
children of Ivalice. Deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation.
If you feel wronged, blame yourself or the Father.
Why do you fight? Why walk this path of subterfuge and conflict?
The powerful must rule the weak. It is our duty. Heavens fall upon your crown!
This vile charade has gone on long enough. It ends now.
The Ivalice Chronicles.
Do you remember when your father showed us how to make a whistle of a blade of grass?
Stop! The classic version unites the graphics and gameplay. The original, the enhanced version offers renewed interface, extensive addition and adjustments to story, fully voiced dialogue. Okay, that's my birthday present. That's my birthday present. That is a day one marathon.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann, here to deliver news and release dates for games coming to PS5 later this year.
That's my favorite Final Fantasy.
We hope you enjoyed that first look at Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles.
What?
The game will include 2 versions of the original PlayStation Classic.
Okay.
The enhanced version, which features improved graphics, fully voiced dialogue, refined gameplay, and much more, as well as the classic version, which brings a faithful recreation of the 1997 original to modern consoles. Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles launches on PS5 and PS4 September 30th, and will be available for pre-order later today.
All right, let me take a look at this, because Final Fantasy Tactics, I'm going to gatekeep the out of, all right? So I'm all about Final Fantasy Tactics, and I want it to be done right. So there's been 2 Final Fantasy Tactics that have been released. The original game, which is incredible. It's one of the best games ever made, in my opinion. It's my favorite Final Fantasy. The second was the War of the Lions PSP remake, or it had a lot of new content. The remake added some voice acting. It added brand new hand-drawn cutscenes, new classes, a multiplayer mode, and some new items and ways to get them. So those are the 2 best Final Fantasy Tactics. Though that is in my opinion, those are, yeah, it had Balthier, it had the Tactics Advanced 2 guy, I think his name was Ludo, or Luso, I think it was. It added new cutscenes with Agrius and Mustadio. It was awesome. And then this one, let's take a look at it. I've seen enough. I'm buying it day one. Okay, let's go a little further.
Oh, Father, abandon not your...
That's gorgeous. This looks like the War of the Lions hand-drawn cutscenes. I swear to God, if Ben stars in this, I'm going to...
Away with children of Ivalice.
Okay, I love these graphics right here. This looks awesome, right? I love that they kept the original, but didn't try to do too much with it. It's just a sharp looking, they didn't fuck with it. It's iconic already. They need to keep right here is where a guy says, it says in the display, it says, little monies.
If you feel wronged, blame yourself or the Father.
What?
No, wrong line. It's blame yourself or God. Big difference. It is not blame yourself or the Father. It's blame yourself or God. full VA, I'm a little concerned with.
Why do you fight? Why walk this path of subterfuge and conflict?
The powerful must...
Whoa, I want to see that again. Let's go back. Whoa, I don't like this either. I'm not mad. I'm happy. I'm excited. What is this shit right here? We've got this. Oh, maybe this is the Aslam Chronicles. Maybe this is the part of the game where you learn about the history of the world, and you can kind of jump around, maybe like in Tactics Ogre Remaster. That's fine.
Must rule.
What in the is this? Give me back my circle of jobs. I want to see it spin around in a circle. So if you didn't know, Final Fantasy Tactics, it has a lot of jobs. And the way you unlock these jobs is you start as a squire or a chemist. And if you're a level 2 chemist, you unlock priest. If you're a level 4 priest, you unlock oracle. A level 4 oracle unlocks mediator. And then you've got all of these different classes here and there, right? It's really fun. I like the circle a little bit better. I feel like it's also this up here to the top left. You can see Ramza. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to say I genuinely feel that's a little bit too washed out. It's a little bit too muddy. I want the original pixel, like super, super, super detailed. But that's fine.
The weak. It is our...
Looks fine in the battles, I guess. Okay. The classic version unites the graphics and gameplay of the original with the renowned War of the Lions transition. Big bonus. That means it might also have Dark Knight. It might also have both. That might just be the War of the Lions. The enhanced version features a renewed interface, extensive additions and adjustments to the story, fully voiced dialogue, and much more. What? This is, I think, like this HP MPCT looks so much cooler than this new UI. I don't like that. This looks like a mobile game. I hope that they can have extensive content added to the classic. Both look, I like that. I liked the little, look at that little job EXPJP30. They kept a little both. And this one has a nice little wheel of who's playing next, which in the old game, you could still access it, but it was behind a submenu. No. I'm being objective here. Like I can see where this falls apart. Like the 9H, whatever, like your height. I can see where the graphics look muddy. I totally concede that. But I think as a concept, this just looks a little unfocused. It just looks like, hey, this is like, it's not Tactics.
Do you think they are going to screw things up like they did with Tactics Ogre Reborn?
I don't think so. I think it's going to be an amazing game. I think it's going to be a 9.8, you know? I don't think I hope I can turn off. I love voice acting, but one of the best things about this game is this right here and having it make this really nice type, like,
Give me
text
the
sound.
old UI all day.
But the typing text is actually really important to the experience. But at any rate, I'm very thankful that the game's coming out, because as a Final Fantasy Tactics mega honk, all I want is for more people to play the game, right? It's my favorite Final Fantasy. The Tactics games, they had Final Fantasy VII, and I was coming home from Celadon Ern's house, and I was in the car driving back from Joplin, Missouri, which if you can escape Joplin, Missouri, consider yourself already lucky. And I was going back to Kansas City, and I had gotten a video game magazine, and I was reading through the PSM or whatever it was, and there was a preview for Final Fantasy Tactics, and it had that hand-drawn art that we've all come to love of this series. And it explained, like, there's going to be jobs, it's going to be on a 3D battlefield. I had just finished playing Vandal Hearts, which was another awesome tactical game. And then this game came out, and it came out around the time of my birthday, or at least my memory. I feel it was either around my birthday or it was a birthday present that I had either deferred until later or gotten early, right? I know it was a birthday gift because that's all I wanted. So it was I was coming home from school, and I've told this story before, and my mom, I just told her, please, it's all I want is Final Fantasy Tactics. And she said, we can't do it. Money's tight this month. Let me play I'm sorry, son. We can't get the game. We can't afford it. Times are tough. You're going into a new school soon. It's your last year of middle school. You're going to have to just endure. And I said, okay, Mom, that's fine. I love you very much. Thank you, seriously. And I remember I was coming home from school kicking rocks. And I lived in the basement. I always lived in the basement. I am a basement dweller. I get to the house, and I fling open the fridge, and I grab an RC Cola because my mom's awesome. And I notice, like, this music playing downstairs from my basement. Let me see if I can find you guys the music. I heard this. I heard this song, and it was coming from my basement. My mom, who has never played a game in her life, somehow managed to open my PlayStation, unwrap the game, put the disc in, turn it on, leave the TV on, and have a pizza on the table. And she did that during her lunch break. Unbelievable. What a goat. So, I wish this song was more featured prominently in the trailer. I honestly cannot believe the trailer did not just start with Square Enix Presents and have this. I would have gotten it so fast, it would have created a sonic boom that would deafen half of chat, which I do anyway. Like that, what other lead-in do you want than this? And just start saying all your goofy bullshit. In fact, you know what? Let's do a little taste test. Let me see what we can do here. Oh, shit. Hello? I'm printing money here. Let's see if it even transitions. Maybe this was originally had my music. It did! They f***ing changed it. They absolutely f***ing changed it. There's no doubt in my mind. There's zero doubt. And then the song ends. The song ends right there.
Hello,
it
welcome
ends.
everybody to Final Fantasy. That is right.
There's no doubt in my mind now, like at all, that the Final Fantasy music, that trailer was originally using that music. Zero doubt. There's no other possible explanation for it being that good. And it switched to the exact title screen when it happened. Unbelievable. So, I guess that really wraps up my oh, wait, I forgot Let's check the big board. Not too happy about this. So all the money that I just made tonight from your guys' incredible support, I lost money today. Like, it's going to cost me more to gift 100 subs than I earned. Which, you know what, Based? That's pretty sick. Fucking Based. So, all right, look. The state of Oifpali, this was a big mistake. 100 subarinos. 100 subarinos for the stonks.
100 subs?
There it is. The old All right. That's the 104. I should have said 10.